Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Soda Bean. If you guys are looking for some great food, I suggest Soda Bean.
Soda Bean.
Soda Bean is sponsor of this podcast, and they have everything for you. Justin, what do you feel like having?
You know what? I could go for a cappuccino.
They have cappuccinos, they have espressos, they have Americanos, everything you can think of, they have it. What about drinks? What kind of drinks would you like?
Like something like a specialty drink?
Yeah, well, these guys have the Carol Baskins, they got the Lucifer, they got the Tuxedo. Dude, you don't even understand how many things these guys have. Are you hungry?
I'm way hungry.
Bagels, pretzels, nachos, even chips, cookies. These guys have it all.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Would you like to go?
I'd love to go.
Let me tell you where they are. 2273 West, 7800 South in West Jordan.
Yeah.
Tell them you hear from them, from us, and they will treat you right. And even if you don't tell them that, they still will treat you right, because that's the kind of people they are. Soda Bean.
Good food, better drinks, and better people.
Soda Bean.
Angel.
Yes.
You know Salt Lake is known for some pretty good food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know why?
Uh-uh.
Because of places like From Scratch.
From Scratch. Is this one of those places when you... Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. Is this one of these places when you go and when you order something, you know that you can buy that bread at Walmart?
Negative.
Is this one of these places when you buy ketchup and they bring you like the Heinz fucking bottle?
Nope.
Tell me all about it.
So... it's in the name, From Scratch.
Okay.
Everything is from scratch.
Okay.
All ingredients from scratch. And when we're talking, you go in there, you sit down, and get ready to have your mind blown. Start off with some of the fire bread that they have to offer.
Okay. I'm a sucker for bread.
Yep. You could even start with a soup and salad, right?
Soup and salad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Salad special of the day.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We could have what I love.
Yeah.
The roasted beet salad.
You have talked about that before.
Yes, it is outstanding.
What about drinks? Do they have drinks?
Specialty beer on tap, and almost a full liquor cabinet.
I'm already sold, brother.
You like it?
Oh, I'm down.
How about food-wise? We talking some good food?
Yeah.
Right? How about a braised brisket sandwich? Ooh, yeah. How about a blue cheeseburger?
Blue cheeseburger.
Right?
You fucking serious?
A pastrami burger?
Nice.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pizzas like you wouldn't believe.
Now, I'm a Ninja Turtle.
Yes,
at heart.
you are.
Do
Yes,
they have
you
pizza
are. So
too?
I knew you had it at pizza. Right?
You sold me, bro.
So,
where are we going?
Downtown Salt Lake City.
Okay.
62 East Gallivan Avenue. For reservations and takeout, 801-961-9000.
That's 801-961-9000. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive.
It's your weekly boys.
Episode 99.
Yeah. How many problems we got?
Yeah. I thought about that. 99.5. That's a radio station.
Mm-hmm.
99 red balloons.
Yes.
99 problems. And a bitch ain't one.
Yes.
And travel around the world in 99 days. That's 80, but you know what I mean.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Is that a song?
Yeah. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer.
Dude. Hell yeah. We're even more than I thought.
Yeah.
Episode 99, people. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
We should think about something good we want to do for the next episode, but we'll talk about this a little later. I mean, what are you drinking there, sexy?
Beer. You got some wine?
Am I kind of gayness for drinking wine?
No, it's your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matches my scarf that I bring.
Yes, it
every
does.
now and then.
Yes. I just don't like wine. I don't like wine.
But maybe you just haven't had.
I've tasted all of the wines.
Yeah.
Everybody says, "Oh no, you just haven't had the right one." And I'm like, "Okay, give me the right one." I tasted it. Nah.
Dude, my wife likes that one with the Moscato, I think it is. It's called Barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
That wine is literally sugar in water.
See, to me, wine tastes like watered down wine coolers. Like, you know how you get the fizzy and you have the like a good strong wine cooler. But to me, you get you take a sip of wine and there's watery, and then when you drink it, then you get the after.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You know what? Also, my wife likes, and I fucking hate when she cooks. She puts like that spice on the food. Mm-hmm. But the spice that you don't get it until you swallow it, then it's like a kick in the throat. Then you're like, you're like, what the fuck? She goes, but it's not spicy. I'm like, well, it is once you swallow it.
Right.
No, I know you used to.
But she doesn't let you. She doesn't let you salt and pepper after the fact. She does it for you.
I don't.
Or is it something that you don't have on the kitchen table?
I don't salt and pepper anything.
Oh, nothing, huh?
Yeah. I think the only thing I do is I put oregano on my pizza.
Oh, oregano's nice. Yeah.
Dude, I remember one time I was eating pizza in Mexico, and the little bags so it's like tiny little clear bags that you can see what it is, and they got chili powder.
Oh, okay.
They got chili powder and oregano, right?
Okay.
And I usually can grab the bag and just smell it, and it smells like like spicy stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this is good shit. I grabbed this fucking thing and I smelled it, and it was open.
Oh.
I went, and then I felt like Steve-O when he did that with wasabi.
No, I told you about the time during that bet that I took a whole thing of pepper, right?
Yeah.
Drank and ate a whole thing of pepper, and for 3 or 4 days, I could taste it and smell it on me. It was horrible. It was not a good experience.
It on fire.
It wasn't even that. It was
Really?
just this, almost like a chemical fucking smell that followed me around. But it was like it was a normal size fucking. Chugged it with a beer. I'm like, give me my money. He's like, $5. Wasn't worth it.
Dude, shout out to my man Josh for giving me this shirt. Brought to you by Dixon. You know I like Dixon.
Dixon cider.
Not cheap though.
No.
This is the second one he's got me, and he's got like 26 of them, which another successful friend I have. You know what I mean?
His style, huh?
Yeah, and yeah, so a little too big.
You had to roll up the cuffs, I see.
But it's nice. You also got wearing some new gear.
This
Huh?
nice hoodie from Triumph United.
Is that your Halloween? Is that your Christmas?
My Halloween gift.
Is that your Christmas?
Yeah, I did
present?
get this. Mama got this for me for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked.
Do you do the whole thing with the kids, like the footsteps and all that shit?
We used to. We didn't this year.
Really?
Yeah, and we kind of lacking there on imagination for the holidays, to say the least.
Yeah, like, well, COVID, he didn't go in. It just dropped him from the...
he stood from the 6 feet away, just tossed him down the fucking chimney.
Yeah, ours was pretty chill. It's just my sister's out of town.
Right.
So it was just my mom, my little brother, my stepdaddy, and me.
Nice.
Yeah, the wife was in the house with the kid because, there was stairs in my mom's house.
Yes.
So she had to stay there. But she was there with the boyfriend, so she was kind of like, yeah, I'll take this.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I bought the wife a present, okay? Now, hear me out. I went to 5-6 different stores trying to buy this. We saw this on TV, and she said, that'll be badass. And for some reason, my head just went, ding, noted.
Like, was it a shake weight?
Christmas is coming. The what?
A shake weight?
It was this air fryer oven thing, whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know me.
Air fryer,
if you know me, you know that I like my ladies in the kitchen, and so I get shot a hole for this. But I bought it, and then after I bought it, I'm like, what am I saying here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
You might as well have bought her a vacuum.
Yeah, or an apron.
An apron, yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, so here's the thing. But also, here's what pissed me off, and I was gonna bring it out to you. I went, like I said, to 5 different stores. The last one I got it at Wally World, right? I go to every single store that I've gone to. I've seen the display one, and I've been like this close to say, well, can't you just fucking give me that one? I don't think it's even like all the pieces are there, but I was just like, I'll take whatever at this point.
I want the one that's covered in COVID.
Yeah, no.
Everybody's been coughing on for 7 months now. Why? I don't want to look any farther. Just give me this one.
Like, I'm tired. But so I go to the kid and I said, dude, I need this. This kid comes in, 17, 18 years old.
Could give a fuck less about your demands.
Yeah,
right?
you think he gives a fuck about my Christmas present?
He can't wait for a smoke break so he can fucking text his 7 girlfriends and beat off in his car, right?
Yeah, probably if I ask about like anime, video games, or whatever, he would know. But like, I'm talking about a
air fryer.
Air fryer is like
not his world. He's all, man, I'm from electronics. This is home ec, for God's sakes. Why don't you bug that lady?
I can help you with dog food. Huh?
Yeah.
That's all I can do. So I said to him, I'm looking for this, and he's like, oh, and he's looking like up and down.
Oh, fuck.
And there's no boxes left, right?
So,
And I'm looking at him like, well, I noticed
Yeah.
that there's no boxes. So in my head, I'm like, I need you to get on your phone thingy and see if they're in the back, or see if you got some more that they're not here.
Right.
And so he's like, yeah, you know what? They usually be here,
Yeah.
over here where this one is. And I'm like, so you don't have any more? He says, probably not. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't believe
And
you.
I'm like, from here, I'm going to buy a dildo or something, because I have no idea what to buy. Because that's the one thing I said. I wrote it down on my phone. I had a thing on my phone that says Christmas presents like list, and it was only one, and it was my wife.
Check off.
And it was my
Air fryer. Check off.
so
Iron for her to iron my
dude,
nice shirts.
It pissed me off because we were like at the end of the little aisle. And I said, okay, well, thank you. He walks away, goes to the other aisle. I'm like, fuck, dude, whatever. So I go to the other aisle. Big ass box, the only one left. And the kid just walked by there. And I'm just like, he was over there with his other Wally World buddies, all dressed in blue and khaki and shit. And I'm just like, I'm just waiting for him to see me like, I thought you thought they were gone.
So was it like set on an end cap?
The display was, but once I turned around, it was like in a like at the end of an aisle. You know how they have those shelves? It was at the top.
Okay.
One box.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's right here.
So I was going to say, little known fact, this guy worked in the retail world.
Yes.
And when a guy says, or gal, says, well, isn't there any more in the back?
Yeah.
There's no more in the back. If they're here, they're out here.
Yeah.
If you don't see it here where the display is, look up. If they're not up there.
Which I did.
If they're not up there,
yeah.
they're gone.
Yeah, I did where the display was. I didn't see
Right.
it where the display was. I don't know if someone took it and it's like, fuck, I don't want to take this and then put it somewhere else. I just
Probably.
walked away and I'm like, got it. But the wife is like fascinated with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, I gave it to her and I'm like,
That's a treat for both of you because you know you're getting good eatings out of it. Right?
That's exactly what she said. So I went on the 24th, I went to my mother's house and we had dinner or whatever. My stepdaddy had some bomb ass sandwiches from scratch.
From scratch, shout out.
And he had like a box full of them. And he goes, this is just the ones that we make and like for us, and no one eats them, so they just go in the fridge. And so he had a box of them, and I said, well, I'll take them. He goes, okay. So he gave it to me. The wife put the whole thing together, put them in there. When I tell you, these were the crunchiest sandwiches I ever had in my life.
Ooh.
And the wife was like, try this. And I just went, that's crunch?
Crunch.
I was like, dude, that's it. I'm taking that with me in my room.
Sit right next to the bed.
Put it right next
You
to
can
my
just
pillow.
air fry everything. So if you cold pizza, in the
Fries.
fucking, throw them in the fucking air fryer.
Yeah,
man.
I felt bad. I'm like, dude, and then I kid you not, she made like a couple phone calls saying what I bought her, and she showed the kids.
Oh,
Kids
you
are like,
actually felt proud.
yeah,
You did
dude.
really well.
I mean, I told her, I said, look, you don't have to sell it. Like,
yeah.
and see, and I get it. She goes, no, you don't understand. I'm like, okay, I did good. You know what
Nice.
she got me? A cheese head.
A cheese head, huh? Oh, nice.
Packers, bro.
Why do you wear that?
Did I?
Yeah.
When we win the Super Bowl tonight, I win.
Oh, okay,
This
yeah.
year, next year.
I'm gonna hold you to that. You mean when you go to the Super Bowl and lose, and you're gonna wear it, right?
Dude, your 49ers
Oh,
won
I
today.
don't want to even want
No,
to
they
talk
won
about-
today.
Yeah, well, they won today, but we lost.
Yeah, it's true,
fucking-
true.
Last week, well, we won't talk about them boys.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm already hot. Aren't you hot in that thing?
No, I'm comfy.
Actually, you're always hot,
comfy.
bud.
Thank you.
You know?
Yo, our Christmas was Christmas is different when you have kids.
Yeah.
I was fucking pumped.
Really?
When you're a little kid and you would go to bed, well, you would try to go to bed,
Yeah.
you would stay awake forever just waiting, listening for Santa or
Yeah.
to be in the other room or whatever. I was that excited for Christmas morning for the kids. You know, I get into that. I call it pathetic. Maybe I'm living vicariously through them. So, my kids got fucking spoiled.
Yeah.
And when you don't realize everything that they got until it's all out there in Rapture.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, how much money did we fucking spend? You know, I felt like we didn't spend much. She's like, well, you know, I went alone and you went alone. We went together, and by then we spent $1,000 or whatever on shit. So it was good though. The kids had a great time. Again,
Yeah.
they got spoiled, and
Question is, were they presents for them to see before?
no, she held off on it. She held off on it, and here's what it comes down to. I told you I was going to catch heat for this,
Yeah.
right? We talked about it. Says, fuck this. I'm opening a can of worms right now that this could go bad really fast. And she has a point.
Yeah.
She has a point. And here, I'm going to tell you now.
Oh, there we go.
I picked my Christmas.
Yeah.
And the few that she got to in the mail, she wrapped and put them out. As soon as the episode dropped where I talked about she's all right, motherfucker, I'll put the Christmas presents out. But it was only my gifts, right?
Oh, okay.
The ones that I got to from the mailman,
Yeah.
I opened. And I did exactly what she said the kids were going to do. I opened the presents. I played with them. I put them on the side by side. I did whatever with it.
Play with them.
So
What did you get? Ninja Turtles?
So she was right. There's
Yeah.
a reason for it. The kids will open it. The kids being the fucking adult here. And she's like, well, put your Christmas presents back
Yeah.
that you opened so it looks like you got something. And, you know, they were all shit I've been fucking with for a month now. She's right. I fucked up.
Dude, the wife and I went to, on Christmas Day, we went to the movies.
They're open?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
We went to watch Wonder Woman. Speaking of Gal Gadot.
I have HBO
Yeah.
Max at my house. We just watch it.
Yeah.
They didn't even charge us for it. I guess it's part of my package.
yeah.
And I was like,
Well, here's the thing. As stupid as it sounds, we went, obviously, seeing it in such a big screen is a big
yeah.
thing, especially for her, because I could care less about the movie. I went because I need popcorn,
Yes.
theater popcorn in my
Yes.
life.
yes.
And in fact, when I went to the mall buying some presents, I was like, should I give me a
I
bucket
get
and go
some to
home?
go?
Should I give me a bucket and go home? But then I'm like, I don't really.
An air fryer in one arm, thing of popcorn in the other, and you're telling me, man, this hypertension thing's really got me tripped out. Fucker.
Dude, I was like,
No wonder this thing was big. He fucking knows what's coming.
she's all sitting there. It's just a matter of time. She does make my lunch. For all I know, she's like rat poison. She's like,
Yeah, a little bit of cyanide.
This would just
motherfucker
taste like salt.
Tastes like fucking almonds. I don't know why. It's like, well, it's no good.
It's not good. Meanwhile, I'm like short of breath when I'm at work. Dude, I have been eating like a fucking pig, dude.
Dude, it must be in the air.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing the same thing. I've been drinking a shitload of beer.
Yeah.
And eating a shitload of food.
Yeah.
I'm back on the drinking train. If
yeah.
anybody hasn't noticed. Yeah, that didn't last long, did it? So, Christmas was great,
Yeah.
but you want to kill the holiday spirit worse than anything?
Yeah, let me know
Let me put you in this scenario. The wife made I don't know, chocolates, and then the kids put some green dye in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it ran along the Grinch. And it had little red hearts in it, like the Grinch's heart grew or whatever. She made a bunch of them and gave them to the people in the neighborhood or whatever.
Oh, cool.
So she's like, hey, we should give them to so-and-so, who is a guy that I work with that lives 2 or 3 houses up the road. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's call him. So I'm like, hey, Merry Christmas, man. Hey, I've got something for you. Are you going to be home? No, we're not home right now. We're downtown. I said, okay. On your way home, stop by the house.
Yeah.
And I'll walk these out to you. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't be very long. We're out feeding the homeless on Christmas. And I took a look around the room that you can barely walk in, and the thousands of fucking toys and bullshit my kids have. Here, this guy and his wife are out there feeding the homeless on fucking Christmas.
Oh, I
dude.
thought you were.
No,
they were.
no. I felt, fuck, man. Talk about getting in the Christmas spirit, though. You know what I mean?
I actually, so I met with, the guys that we usually do, like the Friendsgiving, and then our friend Chance, he does Christmas at his house, and the same couples get together, and then other people too. And one of my friend's wife does that. Like, I think she used to do it once a month because of the, here on the homeless shelter. So they do, I think we talk about this, they do like peanut butter and stuff like that. So I talked to her and I said, obviously this year you didn't do it because of, this thing called COVID. And she's like, yeah, we just, we'll be out there next year or whatever, hopefully. And I actually thought, because she only needs volunteers. I mean, they're talking about, they make thousands of sandwiches. Wow. And they just pass them around. And I want to do it. I'm like, hey, can I, the next time just let me know and I'll help, or I'll be out there. I think it's cool. It kind of humbles you down. You know what I mean?
When I talked to the wife about it, she was like, think about how humbling this would be for our kids, for them to go out and see people that don't have what they have and go out and do something. And, maybe it sparks something in their mind. Maybe it doesn't. You don't know. But that's probably something I probably could have used in my life because I grew up in the bottoms. There was no homeless people where I grew up. I never saw a homeless person until I was 20 years old out here in downtown. I had no idea that world even existed other than on TV. But
I actually, with this other project that I got going on, I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to provide a little bit and just help out.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But
no, shout out to the people that did go out and provide a little bit of support and love and care.
Freezing out there.
It has been cold.
That's a mother. It's supposed to snow today?
It started snowing at my house today.
Oh, really?
On the way down here, yeah. I think like we get a day of no snow and the next day snow, a day of no snow, the next day snow. It's coming, man. It's coming.
Let's go.
Batten down the hatches.
Snowmobiling.
What? Yeah, how fun would that be?
Right. Have you ever been able to do that?
Yeah, a couple times. It's one of those things, though, that
I can never be able to.
It's a very expensive hobby because the machines are not cheap.
Yeah.
And you only get to do it for like a month or 2, 3 at the most in Utah, and then it sits like a boat does.
Yeah.
Right? I think you can run a boat longer than you could snowmobile, right? Because you think you could bundle up and go to the lake as long as there's not ice on it. But snowmobile, you have to have snow.
You like fishing? Have you ever done ice fishing?
Yeah, that's fun.
See, that's what I keep hearing, but in my head, everything sounds miserable.
But if you have a buddy of mine that lives in Green River, Wyoming.
I've been there.
We talk about old stories, the stripper stories. This is my buddy from Green River. Yeah. He's got like a fully fledged tent that's the size of this room.
Yeah.
And you walk in and you take your coat and everything off and you sit in your hoodie because it's hot as shit.
But doesn't that melt the ice?
No.
Really?
Dude, the ice is like fucking 1.5 feet thick. And he leaves it there, fucking locks it up, rolls out. And
so how does that work for your vehicle? You park right outside? Mm-hmm. Damn, dude, that's fucking gnarly.
Snow. Or you take a 4-wheeler because you want to take a vehicle and you just ride the 4-wheeler out to your shed, get in the shed, drink a shitload of beer, right? Get in the fucking 4-wheeler and take back off.
So do you, I was going to ask a stupid question. I was saying, where do you sleep? And I guess you don't sleep. You just go fish and get out,
You can sleep there. Yeah, you can sleep
Where do you sleep, though? You're not going to lay in the ice, are you?
Cots to stay above the fucking...
So smart.
We
dude.
figured it out already, man. Humanity's already figured it out.
God damn
We don't
it.
need
I'm
to
still,
lay in the snow.
I'm still hunting like this.
Air fryer. Put spears and shit. The butcher's like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I bought Mother a fedora.
I saw that. You sent me a picture of
Yeah.
it. And I looked up the GG pit. I looked up, not a cheap hat by any means. I showed the wife and I was like, look at this. She's all, is that Angel's or is that his mother's? I was like, I'm pretty sure it's his mom's, but I think Angel could wear it too.
Does she like him?
Who?
Will she rock him?
My wife?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Really?
No, again, with me or even you have to have you don't just put that on with a hoodie and a pair of jeans and
true,
rock a fedora.
true.
You've got to have an outfit. You've got to have a glow to you to put that kind of stuff
And I
on.
think that's, do I have a glow there? Mm-hmm. And I think that's the reason why I bought it for the
spick and span glow.
I bought it for Mother because she works at an office, so she has like office attires and stuff like that, you know. So it's not like me. I'm like going with the fucking construction hoodie and a fucking nice fedora.
Yeah, but you like to dress up.
yeah.
So
but
I could see you rocking one.
oh, I'm gonna pretty soon, dude. Next one, I'll buy
Were you
the
jealous?
next. Yeah, dude.
Or yeah, you're like,
So
I should
bought-
buy my one, but
I-
that sounds so fucking conceited right now. And there's homeless people eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and you're worried about a fedora.
The people feel
all
like
comes back around.
panhandling. I'm like, nope, I'm saving for you. Buy fedora.
No, actually, he has a nicer fedora than I do.
No, so I bought her a white one for Christmas, and it was a little taller and a little wider, and it wouldn't fit her. So I said, all right, well then we'll go back. And so we went back, and they didn't have her. Yeah, so they didn't have her size. So I said, well, just pick any other that you like. And she gave me, what about this one or this one? I'm like, that one. That's the one she picked.
It was like a gray blue.
Yeah,
kinda
like a
fucking
bluish
dope
gray. Yeah,
color,
it was fucking badass. Then, as we're paying, I turn around. Who do I see?
Who?
The bald-headed bandit,
Oh no!
Lonzo.
He works at the fedora store?
No, he works across the. So the fedora is a kiosk.
I thought Toys R Us was closed.
He's like hammering toys, making it.
He's got the fucking outfit on, the little fucking apron.
He's got his tools,
He's got
his
plastic
tools.
Fisher Price tools.
Yeah, dude. But no, I saw him there, and so I look at him, and I'm like,
He went, oh shit.
no. He like starts busting people over. Hey, motherfuckers! Hey! Don't fucking just stand around. They're like, bitch, you're folding clothes. No, but so I see him from outside the store, and I'm like, hey, that's Lonzo. So I go in there. He sees me come in, looks at me. Obviously, I got the hat, the fucking, the mask and a bra on top of my shirt, and so he sees me and he goes, hey, what's up, bro? And then he keeps doing his thing, and I'm like, he has no idea. Like,
Oh, he didn't know who you
like,
were?
oh, maybe he doesn't know. He doesn't want me to fucking recognize him.
Oh,
so I went right
played
next to him.
that
I'm
one,
like,
huh?
I went right next to him and I said, yo. Like, I look up because tall motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm all, you don't know who I am?
He is a
He goes,
big
"Oh,
tall
what's
drink
up,
of
dude?"
water, isn't he? Yeah, you finally realized?
So how much discount do I get from you here, huh?
Nice. Fuck yeah. So the Gap's doing pretty good, though, huh?
Gap, Baby Gap. He works at the Baby Gap. He works at Lululemon. I'm just kidding. That's why Londo got his boxers like half off. Oh no, but it was backwards. No, Londo got him, and Lonzo went and bought him. Hey, figure out your name so we can get, we can understand who you guys are. Maybe we should come up with that shit.
We should, huh?
Justin and. Yeah, that was a stupid
we have
idea.
some thinking to do.
That was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
That was a stupid idea to bring on the spot. Dude,
Oh,
I'm wearing the hat.
I see that. Did you get that for Christmas?
No, yeah, for myself.
For yourself? Yeah.
But did you hear about that kid that died?
I did.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Tyler. Ty Jordan. I guess he got. So it says he's got shot. Brian said that he shot himself.
Yeah, he accidentally shot himself.
Accidentally shooting. No, accidentally shooting, but I don't know. He wasn't even here. It was in like Texas or something. That's where he came from.
Damn.
Pronounced dead. The victim accidentally shot himself.
Can you imagine?
Damn. I wonder what he was doing to accidentally shoot himself.
Yeah.
Though. You hear about guys cleaning guns. Yeah, that's too bad, man.
Dude,
Talented dude.
Yeah,
talented.
somebody that has like everything coming his way, and then
Born in 2001. Just a kid, man. Damn.
speaking of years,
It's too bad. Oh, shout out to him and his family.
His family.
And, the whole Utes organization. And it's too bad, man.
yeah, I figured I'd rock the hat for him.
No, it's awesome.
Give a little shout out.
Awesome.
Speaking of years, today is 9 years that I did my dreads.
You have it down to a day?
Well, he came out on my Facebook as your memories.
Oh, okay.
Because the chick that did him took a photo of me,
Oh, okay.
and I got like my dreads like down. They were like down here, and then one of them like that. And she was like, Angel got a little excited, but it came up on my memories, and I'm like, 9 years ago today.
Were they all full and fucking...
Oh yeah, yo,
Sexy
just
looking?
Speaking of Counting Crows, fucking singer.
Oh, yeah?
Oh man, I went to get my hair done last weekend, and I said to the girl who does my dress, I'm like, Missy, shoot me straight. It's been a while since I was here. They look like fucking dog shit. I've been wearing hats forever now. I'm like, what am I looking at? Are we shaving him soon? And she was like, she was like, I'm not a doctor. I'm like, how long do I have? She's like, well, I'm not a
So
doctor.
I'm not a miracle worker
I'm
here.
like, look, dude, I don't know why you keep coming here. It's like,
And why don't you have pants
it's
on?
like, hey, pretty soon we're just gonna do your beard. No, but she was like, I'm not a doctor or anything, but like, you still got years. And I'm like, really though?
Well, of course, that you're paying her.
I'm tipping
fucking,
good.
Yeah, you're feeding her. So she's like, oh, we'll go Stevie Wonder on this motherfucker.
I
right?
gave her a tip. She was like, you know what? I would say 5 years.
You can get her another 20, so 10 at minimum.
But I'm like, she did make me feel good. But I'm like, hey, maybe I still got some time. But then the mom sent me some photos from last year. She's like, hey, look at this. And then I saw a picture of me with dreads, like with no hat. And I'm like, that looks fucking ugly. And then my wife is like, no, it doesn't.
I think you're just worried about it.
You see
too
my
much.
profile every, I was going to say every day, but like.
Once a week, I get this check. Yeah, but you have been rocking a lot of hats lately. I can't
Which is
tell.
not helping either.
Yeah, which I can't tell if we're on the back half of
they
the
probably
night.
look good. Oh, look what I did. See what this is?
What is that?
I put some beads in there.
I see no beads.
Really? Look, dude.
Oh, I see one. Oh, there you go. Oh, they were covered.
And then I got this one too.
Dude, you're still good. You're not even... stop tripping.
Although they do look good when I get them done, though.
You ain't even got the M yet.
No, you're still good.
Really?
Man. I think
Yeah,
you
you
think
ain't even
so.
got the M
Yeah,
yet. You're good.
Well, now that you pulled back.
No, just look that way.
If you let him...
Put him over your face again.
If you pull him down, you can't even tell
yeah.
you're balding. When you pull him back, a different story.
So from now on, wear a hard hat with the fucking hair down.
He's all down. He's all Spanx. Pull it back. No Spanx.
I'm like Counting Crows, and I put it up. Stevie Wonder. Hell yeah.
That's great. Hey, we've talked about this before on the podcast. In fact, I might need another beer before we get this going. So we take a swig.
Beer break.
Thank you. I talked about me making some mistakes with my side-by-side, right? Remember when I went and got that plate on? I did it completely wrong. So outside of you guys and a couple of friends, I had bought that new side-by-side, right? 100 miles into it, it takes a shit on me. The motor starts squealing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like loud enough that you had to plug your ears. It was so bad when it was moving, and they're not supposed to sound like that at 100 miles, right? So I stopped. The wife brought the truck up. We loaded on the truck. I talked to numerous shops, and they were like, yeah, well, you know, one shop I talked to up in Ogden said, we'll get it in. We'll take a look at it. It's under warranty anyway, so you don't have anything to worry about. I drop it off. Last Saturday, I hadn't heard from anybody, so I called. Hey, you know, what's the latest on the damage? My fucking side-by-side, right? He's like, oh, yeah. So we inspected the clutch on it like you asked us to. Everything looks great. It's not your clutch that's doing that. Yeah. Starts laughing, like, and stops. I'm like, almost like he was gathering people around to tell me what was wrong.
Dude, I can already. Okay.
We'll stop right there.
Yeah.
I drive my ass to the fucking store because it's on a Saturday. We're closing in an hour. I pull in truck and trailer, ready to pick it up, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what's the damage? He's all, $170. I'm like, that's not bad. Just $170 is
Just a fedora. Yeah.
Right. So I says, so what was wrong with it?
Yeah.
Pulls out a rock. A simple fucking rock, about 1.5 inches long, about 1 inch tall. And he says, the rock wedged under your drive line, right under that nice fucking skid plate that you put up in there, and started harmonically vibrating through the whole razor to make it whoo every time it was spinning on the rock. He's all, what do you got? Brains for manure? You could have looked under there and seen the fucking rock. All we did was take our finger and pull the rock out of there.
No shit. No. I thought you were going to say that the plate was right the way you put it on. No. I thought you were going to say it was something that simple, but it's even more simple
It's
than
even
that.
worse. It's even worse. And the fact that they're laughing, there's customers are like, wait, what did this dumb
Look
motherfucker
at
do?
that dumbass. He's not part of our group.
So to save me some face right here, I'm like, do you got that rock? I want to keep that rock.
I was going to tell you that. So now it's above your fucking fireplace.
So the guy's all, I could go dig it out of the garbage can if you really want. I'm like, yeah, why don't you do that? This is $170 running the car thinking, you stupid fucker. So the mechanic comes back and he's got that rock. And for all I know, he got it out of the parking lot or whatever. He's like, here's your rock there, bud. You going to hang that up or whatever? And so I fucking tucked my head
Told his
down.
assistants, just go to the back, give me a rock. He's like, what do you mean? Just give me any fucking rock.
So I started up and drive just fucking fine. So I'm thinking, this is as bad as going in and
You pulling out. It was just a rock. You're like, yeah, shut up, dumbass.
So they're like, yeah, could you believe $170? I'm like, it's Christmas time. I have to feed all these families. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. I'm baller here. I'm thinking, I hope the wife transferred money into the fucking account so we can pay for this rock that I fucking ate.
Sorry, guys. I can't afford peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, and so I get all the snow off it because when they parked it outside. And I get all the snow off it. He walks out and he's, here's your rock, and he kind of shows me. Yeah, if you'd have just bent over and just kind of looked right there, you could have seen it was just sitting right there. I'm like, fuck.
Dude, you should have brought it in the studio.
I'm gonna put it on a frame and hang it in my trailer.
$170.
$170 rock, and we're talking. I mean, you would see this rock be like, oh. Yeah.
But it didn't do any damage, though.
No, it barely scratched the paint on the drive line, but it had just sat there, and the drive line had just slowly. I couldn't figure out when I would put it in neutral and let it go down the hill why it wouldn't make the noise. Because the drive line was not moving at that point. As soon as I put it into gear, it would go. Like the motor's fucked. It's destroyed. I bought a lemon. Fuck this thing. I even went as far as the people that sold me the side-by-side sent me a message to remember. Oh, this is so bad. To remember you have a scheduled maintenance coming up per Polaris. And I wrote this god awful message about you sold me the biggest pile of shit. All I have is a fucking lawn ornament right now. And I went and picked it up. I'm like, I probably shouldn't have sent that fucking email. Because since then, the dealership has called and called and called, and I won't answer their call.
Yeah, like, hey, you gotta get an email from Jay Simmons side. Just erase
that
Just
stupid fucker.
Put it on your junk.
Jesus Christ, dude. So I'm batting 1,000 on this one for fucking stupidity, and yeah, I have friends that I went to a party last weekend, and broke the news to them, and every one of them like, you are a dumb son of a bitch, aren't you?
They like fucking exclude you from the group. It's like, I think
It's 30 plus grand. When
Yeah.
it breaks, you say nope.
yeah. I'm
Somebody
taking it
else
in.
is fucking taking care of it, and I'll
for
document
sure,
all
for
this
sure.
shit. But the fact that it could have was pulled with one finger is pretty fucking embarrassing. So, and it has to be the old guy that's like probably seen a million things.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, and he's got that smoker's hot gun laughing at me. It's permeating across the whole office. I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
That's so funny. I don't. Mine has a. I've been driving to Brigham City every day for work, and so all of a sudden my dashboard of my truck just lights up with everything I need to change. My
no.
truck is so, yo, we're not used to driving this long. What the fuck?
Did you forget about me?
It's like fucking fuel filters, oil filters, fucking. It's like, oh my god, my truck is just like. Oh, by the way, I'm running out of DEF. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, so.
You watch that def meter go down and
Yeah.
down and down, and you think, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I'll get to it. About just past half, right?
Dude.
I'll get to it.
Dude,
I'll get to it.
Christmas, I was like, damn, that is the lowest I ever been. I'm like, well, I'm not driving today. I'll get it tomorrow. The next day is like, well, nothing's open tomorrow.
No.
I'm like, I'll wait the next day before I go to my mom's for breakfast. I went to my mom's for breakfast. It was like, then I came back. We went to the fucking mall to change the fucking hat, and now I'm like, I'll change it before I go to the studio. Now I'm here. It's like,
Still
oh
screaming
my god,
at ya.
dude. My truck is all, dude, you want to do this or what?
The fucked up part about it is don't run out of def, because that bitch will go into limp mode.
Is that when, so I was running a machine that runs with DEF. Apparently, same thing, alarms went off. But I was trying to find them and I was trying to reset them because we added some. But I guess the whole DEF thing when got fucked up.
Needs to be reset at that point.
But so he gave me a timer of when the machine was gonna say I'm done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I was like, well, fuck, I still got like an hour. I can probably help move this pipe or whatever. And as soon as the fucking seconds ran out, dude, the fucking machine just went. Like, I didn't have a throttle. Your
Nothing.
fucking truck is like,
Yep.
I'm like, dude, I gotta park this in the middle of the mountain. I'm like, I can't move it. And they're like, yeah, all right. And so they called the mechanic and they're like, yeah, the DEF is fucked up. We got to do another one. But I was like, I mean, I saw it. I saw the alarm. We added some before the timer started. And all of a sudden you see the alarms, and then an hour later you see the same alarms, but now the light's in red.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
like
bad.
this trucker wants me to get out.
That's highway into the danger zone right there. Yo,
The
gotta
trucker's like, yo, I'm telling you. You gotta take a piss. All right, I'll stay and chat with B. How was your Christmas, B? You chill?
Yeah,
Pretty chill in the house?
Chill just with the kids, you know.
What you get him?
Well, you know, the Santa shop was shut down for a while, you know, due to COVID.
Due to
so,
COVID?
So they didn't get as much as they could have got, you know.
Do you do the whole elf on the shelf and shit?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you really?
Fucking had to move that goddamn thing like 17 times.
Did you see what Kim Kardashian do?
No.
So she forgot to move it one day, and this was like all over the news, which is fucking brilliant, by the way, I guess. She forgot to move it, and so she told the kids, well, the elf is not here anymore because it got COVID.
So I had to quarantine for 14 days.
For everybody that, yeah, dude, for everybody that think the Kardashians
Damn, I wish I'd have thought
Kardashians
of
are
that.
stupid.
Damn it, I wish I'd have thought of that.
But yeah, dude, she was
I
like,
started running out of places to put it that was different and creative.
I don't know. I don't know if we ever did that though. Like obviously we did the Santa Claus thing with the wife.
I didn't know I had to move that damn thing till my
You know what?
kids told me. They're like,
I don't even know how it works. But I do like how when adults do it, like when adults move the elf on the shelf and they do like cocaine and hookers and fucking Barbies and shit.
the first
That's my kind of
the first
Christmas.
night it was making cereal. The second night it was making some strawberry milk. I mean, it was. It was hanging from the ceiling fan. I mean, that elf moved around my house, but
I saw these people on Instagram, the people that I follow, that they did like the footsteps with snow or whatever. I'm like, but there's not snow outside. So what? The kids are dumb or what?
there's no snow this year.
Yeah.
Here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
It snowed a little bit up north though where I was digging. But it seems like Mother Earth is like, oh, I'm coming, you bitches. You just wait.
Or we're talking global warming, right? Could have something to do with that.
Yeah, the bears are like, dude, it's hot in here. Polar bears are like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. It's so hot. So my roomies are sending me pictures and shit. Well,
They're back home now, right?
My friend is. They're like, it is so fucking hot in here.
What?
Yeah,
Like, what's so hot down there?
Where they at?
I got it right here, dude. They are in. It's 66 right now.
Holy shit. What time of the day is it, though?
It's just an hour ahead of us.
So it's like nighttime.
Yeah. 66 though? Imagine when we're 100 here.
Well, yeah, but they're probably
It's humid though. Humid as a motherfucker.
I can imagine.
You
it's
sit there,
humid.
dude, and your fucking balls just sweat. It's ridiculous. When I went there, we were outside. We went to a restaurant with a friend outside with the fan above me. I was dripping. The napkins that I have for my food, I was like dry my shit. My body's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because
I'm
you're
like,
acclimated to this shit, right?
And I think that's what it
that
is.
the dry
Because
heat.
it's always dry here. It doesn't matter if it's hot or if it's snowing. It's that dry fucking.
And now, statistically, I've lived here longer, so you know what I mean?
Oh, you have, huh?
Yeah, dude.
No shit.
This year. Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, B, do you know a guy named MVP?
Yes.
What's his? I think it's
Montel Vontavious Porter.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know who MVP is?
Yeah. What?
No, that's Rob Van Dam. That's Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
That's RVD.
That's RVD.
Yes, I know MVP.
He was the balling.
Yeah, he was balling.
That's right.
He was always balling.
So, I know nothing about this guy.
You're giving Brian a hard on right now as we speak.
I'm excited about this one because I knew
go.
Wrestling 15 or whatever on the other side of the Beehive.
Let's go.
MVP.
Let's go.
Montel Jordan or whatever this guy.
Montel Vontavious Porter.
Vontavious Porter. Sounds like a fucking basketball player. Right?
Yeah, no shit.
Well, that was the whole gimmick. Was he was like a MVP balling.
Oh, okay, I got it.
kinda-
You know what that guy accomplished over the weekend?
What's that?
That dude just won, and this is big for me. That dude just won the IBJJ.
Yes, he is big. He's
finals as a brown belt. No, got his brown belt. The International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu finals in Florida.
So when he retired from wrestling, he was huge.
thought he
So
was
he's
back.
retired, huh?
Yeah,
I thought he was back.
No, he's back now. But when he was gone from
He
wrestling,
retired and went and do that?
yeah, and then he came back, and
So
he was big.
So
into that.
as far as the hurt business, right?
Yeah.
That's like the first guy to win a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu title. Now we had Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came and won a world title in MMA, but as far as a grappling, like
Bobby Lashley's part of the hurt.
yeah, you're right, but he never won a title.
No,
he
you're
is a Bellator fighter, but he
right.
never won a title. But huge upset in the BJJ world.
Dude, he's
just because he came out of nowhere.
he's
So-
a legit badass,
So
man.
a purple belt
Yeah.
entered the tournament, wins the finals, gets his brown belt. Gracie Barra guy, so Gracie Jiu-Jitsu guy. Huge in the BJJ world, man. hats off to that dude. I never even heard of this guy before. I knew Brian would know him.
I
Yes,
remember when he
yes.
came. I mean, when he came out, I think I've
met
seen
him at a club I was DJing at one.
Oh, now you're making my dick hard.
Yeah, at Circle Lounge. Him and Randy Orton and some of the Maurice when she was with Miz. I mean, still with.
Yeah.
I think Kelly was there.
Now you're making my dick hard.
Dude, I would love like a whole reign of those guys to come over. And I thought when we saw Brock and Bobby Lashley come over,
What was
we'd see
the other
bunch
guy
of
that
them.
fought Brock?
CM Punk?
No, the guy who fought Brock and beat him for the title, and then he became a wrestler.
MMA.
Who beat Brock?
Yeah, he beat Brock.
The only guys that really beat Brock was Frank Mir,
No, wasn't him.
beat him, and
The commentator.
Alistair Overeem
No, wasn't him either.
beat
It was
Brock.
a Mexican guy.
Kane
Velasquez.
Velasquez.
Yeah, you're right.
He came over and
But I
wrestled
don't
for a
think he
while.
was like a WWF or WWE
Yeah, he came
guy.
and did
Really?
one match.
Oh, no
He
shit.
came and did
win.
one match with Brock in a wrestling ring.
Oh, no shit. I had no idea.
Yeah. Hung out with Rey Mysterio. This is 619.
You did?
Cain Velasquez.
Oh, Kane did.
Yeah.
I saw him at a Autorama one year. He's
Who?
like this
Ray?
big, Ray.
Yeah,
He's like this big.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, I do know who that is. Yeah, Rey
Bad.
Mysterio.
Well, I mean, he used to be. I don't know.
Staying on these lines
His son is a badass.
of fighting and combat sports. Do you guys remember Frankie, the Surgeon Randall? You should know. Frankie
Maybe.
the Surgeon Randall
Maybe if I see him.
just passed away at 59. The first guy to beat Julio Cesar Chavez. The first guy to beat him and knock him down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There he is, look, right there.
Yeah, right there. 48, 2-1 as a boxer.
59.
Like a stud boxer. Went to a majority decision in the rematch against Julio Cesar Chavez, but
Light welterweight?
the first guy to ever beat him and the only guy to knock him down.
Yeah.
So
He was a badass.
And wasn't that like after like a humongous no loss streak that
yeah,
Julio
Julio
Cesar.
Chavez, he was like
Julio Cesar?
Yeah, like God, we're talking almost 50 something and 0. And he had never been knocked down before. But shout out to Frankie Randall, man. 59,
What did he die
way
of,
too
say?
young. You know what? I don't know. But these days, I mean, he was
Sergeant.
dementia, and boxing had
That's bad, dude.
boxing
When you
had
see
taken
somebody
a toll
like
on him. Yeah.
like derail like that, like my grandpa did that though. My dad's dad.
It'll be interesting to see as the generation of MMA guys get older, what we really see of brain damage and CT and stuff like
wrestling there, like especially on Mexican wrestling, the AAA they call it. They have like what is called so when they it's a lot more normal there to wear a mask like Rey Mysterio because he's Mexican. So they do like
Traditional.
so they do like mask against mask. Whoever loses takes his mask off, or mask against hair, or hair, whatever. But there was a guy that was called El Santo, which is the saint. He died and was buried with the mask on because he never lost it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was one of the fucking legends of fucking Mexican wrestling, and he died. He was buried with the mask on.
Wow.
I think he only took it off like one time I've ever seen him without the mask on.
Damn.
Once.
That's trippy.
And,
is
and it
pretty
was
cool.
like quick. It was as quick as Angel turned that hat from Limp Bizkit back to the front way.
Limp Bizkit!
Fucking the set. Yeah. Dude, Brian said today the Limp Bizkit song sounds the same.
No.
Do you want to punch him or do I?
I ought to punch you in the mouth. I don't think any of them.
in the mouth.
You know what it is? It's like your wife
With Metallica.
with Metallica. They have such a sound that you can say, we got all their all their songs sound the same
but he was
because that's their style. There's nobody else that's like Limp Bizkit.
But in my defense, he was talking about T.I. music at that time. So he was like, man, it sounds all the same.
And that guy,
all
that
Atlanta
guy's shit
music.
doesn't sound the same as every
All
other.
Atlanta music, he said, sound the same. Because I was playing like an Atlanta set, And he's like, it all sounded the same. And I'm like, just like Limp Bizkit, calm down.
Where's Limp Bizkit from? From Memphis, right? No, Jacksonville. That's right. Jacksonville,
New
Florida.
York.
That's right.
Oh, no, Florida.
Yeah, Jacksonville, Jacksonville, New York.
Jacksonville, New York.
You went Jacksonville, New York, and pointed to the Utes hat.
Yeah, Jacksonville,
Well,
Florida.
because of the hat that he always wore. Yeah,
Did
there
you
you go.
say you've been here longer?
I only know Utah though.
Was it Jacksonville?
Yeah,
Yep.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Shout out.
Fuck, look at all those videos. Faith, My
Dude,
Way.
I used to
Dude,
fucking
speaking of,
dig Limp Bizkit.
yeah, we know.
Hard.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, all right. Inside joke.
I went and saw him at Saltaire. That was badass.
I did too. I saw
them.
Limp Bizkit a few times.
It was them, Korn, Fieldy's band,
Yeah.
and another one that didn't perform at the end.
I
Yeah.
saw Orgy, Limp Bizkit, Korn, Ice Cube, and Rammstein.
Ooh.
All in one show. The Family Values tour.
Yo,
Remember that?
Rammstein has this video. My buddy Nestor is a fan. Shout out to Nestor. They have this video. I can't remember what it was called, but it is legit them plowing like fucking women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when they shot the video, they told them, "Well, you know this will never air because it's literally porn. Like the singers were actually, I mean, the members were actually having sex,
Yeah,
as far as I know." And they were like, no one's ever gonna see this."
yeah.
And they were like, "It doesn't matter, we're gonna shoot it." It is the most watched video that they have
Really?
out there. It's crazy.
So when I saw him, obviously when you come to Utah,
Yeah.
there's a different show than you can put on everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
And this was when I was big in the scene,
Yeah.
in concert and shit. There would be a point where they would come out. The keyboardist would come in front of the lead singer. He would pull out a rubber dildo out of his pants that was hooked up to a machine in the back
Calm all over.
and just come all over him.
Yeah.
The Utah version, when they came here,
It was
guy-
it was confetti.
the guy came out,
Yeah.
did the same thing. The lead singer reached into his pants and pulled out an apple and took a bite of it. But
And
after
then threw it at the video.
but the crazy part was after the dildo would go off and he would come all over the
Yeah.
guy, it was somehow hooked up to a fucking line across the crowd, and it was a rocket that would shoot from his crotch and go across the fucking. But pretty artistic, those guys.
Wasn't it a
Huge in fucking Germany. Huge
yeah.
in Germany. Not that big
The
here,
Manau, Germany.
but everywhere. Yeah, exactly. But everywhere else, really big, and that's probably why they did a video where they were like, because I mean, U.S. fucking TV,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get away with that. But
Marilyn Manson got in trouble here too, didn't he?
he ripped
apart
up
a
a fucking Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
Yeah. No, that was Trent Reznor. Yeah, that was Trent Reznor, not Marilyn Manson.
I thought it was Marilyn Manson.
Don't quote me on that, but I think it was Trent
I'm
Reznor.
pretty sure it was
the
Marilyn
same
Manson.
show though, because Marilyn Manson came with 9 Inch Nails.
I'm pretty sure it was Marilyn Manson because he came out of that like a Jack in the Box. Like he came out popping, he was singing, and he grabbed that book and started going.
Maybe it was,
Yeah.
but I do remember that he got banned, but 9 Inch Nails got banned. I want to say the same fucking time.
Yeah.
What is this guy even?
You want me to find out who it was?
With Jerusalem.
What just came up?
Well, you're gonna get flagged now.
Yeah, no shit. Now it's like,
Utah Jazz.
It's Angel's account, so we're good.
Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter then. I'm sure that's not the worst thing that's been Googled on that fucking
Dude,
computer.
No, I do my dirty Googles on my phone. Dude, speaking of videos, I was watching this video from Dr. Paul,
That's the
vet.
vet. Yeah.
They put a dog down.
Oh no.
Want to talk about crying?
Yeah, I don't like watching that shit, man. Because I know it's coming. I got an older boxer, my white one.
I was actually good.
It's coming.
So
It's coming.
Lexi and what's the other one?
Gunner.
Gunner. How old is Lexi?
She's 9, but here's the thing: is she's a purebred albino, like a white boxer, and the one thing that we have going is that dog was from a first breed, so the mother had never had puppies, and so in pure breeds, like that's as good as it gets, right? She's slowing down, her hips are going bad, and that's my fucking partner. That's my fucking.
Damn, dude.
That's my buddy.
I see those things, and I'm like, I in my head, I'm like, I still have to go through this twice.
Yep.
2 more
Yep.
times.
Yeah, and the wife was talking like, well, when Lexi dies, we'll get it. There's no, we're not getting another one. I'm not doing this.
That's what the wife, dude. The wife is like, let's get another Roddy. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. The years and years of happiness that you get out of it are so hard to overcome. Still, every time I log on to Facebook, I still see your logo
Yeah.
of your dog in the back of the truck on his last ride, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking terrible.
You never get over that.
And I think the worst thing about it is because they don't talk, you take the decision of going, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you're done.
Like if you were actually if you got rid of all the right terms about it, you literally take your dog to the vet and like, should I kill him? And the vet says, yeah, we should. And they're like, all right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Isn't that how it is with old people too? People that can't talk anymore. I mean, same thing, right? You're making that decision. Do we pull the breather?
Pull the plug.
You know what I mean?
God damn, dude. But yeah, dude. So they put this video there, and I was just like, come on, don't be a bitch, brother. I was alone, dude. Don't be a little bitch.
That's when I'm. Well, if you're alone, it's different. But when you're watching that with your wife, like, I got to pee,
Dude, and then
go to the bathroom and cry for a
And
minute.
then also on top of that, I went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom in my room.
In your pants.
And and the wife was watching a Roddy getting put down.
No.
Talking about crying, dude. I was just like, dude, how intense is it? A video of someone else's suffering because of a dog keeps, it gives you that. I'm like, oh man, when I watch that, I'm like, I don't mean to cry.
Yeah.
It's, you're like, it's the best for the dog. The Dr. Paul is like, first things first, we don't want the dog to suffer.
Right.
And right now
rightfully
it's
so.
suffering. It
Right.
can't move. It can't, like sees the owner walk away. He wants to go with the owner, but he can't. It's suffering. At this point, we got to put him to rest. And obviously, they're doing the whole thing where they check the heart and they're like, it's gone now. And then they leave the person there. The person starts bawling. You're like, I'm good. It's like, God damn it, dude. Those videos. Also the videos when I go in this fucking rabbit hole, the videos of like military people coming back.
Oh,
When they hug their fucking
dude.
kids, dude.
Yeah, in
Holy
the airport.
shit,
Yeah,
bro,
holy
Or like
shit,
when they show
dude.
up in their school, and you're like, and then you see the kid go, "Daddy," and he starts crying, and you're like, and the fucking song, dude.
Yeah.
I'm already there. Take a look around. You're like, no, I'm the sunshine in your hair. You're like, Jesus Christ, the shadow in the ground. You're like, oh my God, dude, I can't cry anymore. You're just like, but let's watch the next one.
Yeah, there are certain videos
tear
out there.
jerkers, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Animals being put down and people coming back from deployment. The hardest to fucking work. That and videos with kids in it. With kids with illnesses.
Yeah.
Ever since we talked about this, ever since having kids, I can't watch that shit. It just fucks me up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if my wife is heartless, but I bawl.
Yeah.
I bawl and I hide it and I try and fucking hold it back and I look at her and she's like, fucking yawning and shit. I'm like, God damn, you're
like,
tough.
you want to go take a shot?
I'm not crying. I just got something in my eye. That's why I'm rubbing them. Just tired.
Yo, speaking of fucking bawling our eyes off.
No, one thing I wanted to ask you before we go away from that. You're a Roddy guy through and through. You'll always have, like, if you were to go, we're going to get a dog right now.
Roddy or Bull Mastiff.
Oh, okay.
I love those fucking.
Okay, so you have a couple.
Blobber.
Huh?
But
I was gonna say
Roddy's is my number
like,
one.
But everybody's like
Yeah.
like their team or their fucking fight or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody picks a team.
Yeah,
when it
Roddy's
comes
is my
to
shit,
dogs.
yeah.
You know, I'm a boxer guy. I've had a few boxers. That's what my go-to. So it's kind of funny. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wife is the wife. That's what she says. I want another Roddy, and I'm like,
Rotties and a bull mastiff and like boxers, any of those bully breeds like that, don't live very long, man.
yeah, that sucks, dude. The fact that we live longer than them, but no. But I was gonna say, speaking of fucking, I was gonna say beef jerking, tear jerking,
Beef jerky.
beef jerking. It's our 100th episode next week, and I think like you should go big, dude. Brian was saying we should go on YouTube live.
I'm good with that.
And maybe
Do the episode live on YouTube.
good
maybe
with
people
that.
can people interact with you when you go live?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. I think that'd be dope.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm all about that. Maybe set it up next to the video. Or, that because you're gonna have to run it through. Oh no, we have the laptop, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can make it happen.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
We can stream live
I'm
to
overthinking
YouTube
it.
yeah.
and then put up the YouTube feed right there.
So I guess let's let everybody know.
Yeah, that's
January 2nd,
yeah. So it's
At-
next Saturday.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Right?
7
We're
p.m.
going live.
Mountain Standard Time.
But so here's my question: if we go live, the episode that we're gonna obviously, all the thousands of followers that we have, they're gonna watch it live. But once we finish, does that go live or we keep it and drop it on Monday? How does that work?
No, we'll always be in there, I think. Right?
It will stay there.
It will always
with the,
stay there.
with the chat on the side too.
Yeah, it'll always stay there. It'll
So
be just like
you can see the
So
interactions.
from here
with the-
it'll go online.
yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be up a date.
So we just drop the audio
So-
on Monday.
Yeah. So
Talking
tuned-
about a fucking
stay
not very
tuned
downloads
on-
for that episode.
no, be on YouTube.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
the episode live on YouTube on Saturday,
Yeah.
7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You'll
Sounds
get
like-
it. You'll get it before. You'll get it before
Sounds like Brian
everybody
has done
else
this
does.
before.
You'll get it before Spotify.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll get the episode early,
Ooh,
and
look at
you will get to interact with Angel and Justin
Yeah, yeah.
and
in
Brian.
the chat.
Yeah.
You can call him.
And Dre say you'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh, we
yeah.
do have Dre.
Yeah, we
Dre's
do
going to
have-
be on the pod.
Dre's
Huh?
going to be here. So all those questions that you have for Dre.
I also got to tell you some things that Alonzo told me about.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, tune in. If you like the podcast, it's going to be
Should we have
special.
strippers though? Maybe just my wife.
Probably just us, for being honest. It's about the closest thing we'll get to strippers.
Should we start selling topless photos?
Yes. Yes. On our Patreon.
Justin and I also scream your
Patreon.
name in bed when I'm having sex. It's kind of weird. My wife is like, "What are you doing?"
Yo, I want to ask you that. Just not to get off topic or anything,
yeah.
but last week, our guests, the gals from the Salty Sex cast,
Yeah.
the one gal married to a guy named Justin,
Yeah. Bless his
and
heart.
said, yeah, God bless that guy. Anyway, I looked him up. He is a,
I'll marry her too.
shout out to that boy.
Yeah.
He's probably packing a fucking kielbasa, that guy. But anyway, she says, I've screamed your name in sex.
In bed.
In bed, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you thought the same thing. Does your wife
Is
ever
that a
do that
thing?
to
Yeah,
you?
I
Is that
don't-
a thing?
I don't, dude. If I'm banging the wife and she just goes, Angel, I'm a what? Like I'm here.
Yeah, right?
It's not your boyfriend. It's me.
You don't need to confirm this. Like I said,
Is that a thing?
I've taken the garbage out. I've fed the dog. I've mowed the fucking lawn. What other question are you going to ask me?
Angel, can you turn the fan off? I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Hot in here.
I don't like this show. It's a rerun. Turn it.
You're putting down the door.
It's a Ronnie. Holy shit.
Oh my god, is that a thing?
The only time
Has that ever turned you on,
no,
B?
no,
If
no,
a guy's, oh, bad boy. Yeah,
No.
give it to me, bad boy.
no.
I think if you had a persona.
Why don't you scratch this bean?
I think if you had like a
there's that
persona
Yeah.
name, like, oh, give it to me, bad boy.
Yeah.
Give it to me. You can beat off to this later. Give it to me, bad boy. That's probably pretty hot,
That's gonna be
though.
a clip.
But, oh, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, you're like, yeah, no. And like, does Amy say, oh, Ange, yeah?
No. He sounded like Jolene. Orange, yeah. No, dude, we need to confirm
I
this.
can be
I'm like,
honest, my wife has never
yeah.
yelled my name during sex. And I
Imagine
don't know how I would take it if she did.
Imagine if it was us. If I'm like, Amy, she'd be like,
What?
you don't know what this is?
She's all, I'm already there.
Look around.
And that, my friends, is the callback.
Yes! A little earlier than 100 episode, but it's there.
No, we're professionals, aren't we? It only took 99 episodes.
It only took 99 episodes to start taking this serious. Oh my hell.
Oh, that's good shit.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to. But what if it is a thing? Then you go to your wife, you're like, so how come you don't say my name?
And she's like, you're not special enough?
You're like,
Is that it?
he's like, it's gotta be a long process. And I'm like, you're only like half the time. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're like, I don't get there.
Oh, fuck.
I start with the and then you bust. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
As soon as you start putting fucking leftovers in the air fryer, we'll talk fucking Ange. Oh fuck! I got a good one for the podcast. This is one of those stories
Ooh.
that will go down as one of the greats.
Oh yeah, along with the shit in the
With shitting in the fucking
urinal.
Yeah. So, you guys know, the fans don't know. I've been going through some medical shit.
Yeah.
The Crohn's disease is taking a spoil, to say the least, right?
Yeah.
I've been through some tests, and we're getting through it. We're getting it figured out. Thank God to
good.
the University of Utah.
Good.
That I got a good crew, to say the least, kind of working on this. So I had a colonoscopy, like we talked about, and the recommendation was, well, I'm going to give you some medication, something we've never tried. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If I'm being honest, insurances don't cover this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill it. You go to fill it and see how much it is. If it's no good, then we'll retrace. So she's like, go get the meds filled and then we'll go from there. So the day after my colonoscopy, I go to my local Smith's pharmacy, and it was called in for me. So I say, hey, my name Justin Simmons. I need to fill a prescription. She says, oh, for the suppositories, huh? I says, excuse me? So yeah,
He's like, no, that's not me.
For the suppositories. I'm like, there's nobody behind me. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Apparently that's it.
Is this the other Justin, that gal's husband?
So she says, and the wife is with the cart, an aisle or two back, waiting for me. She's on her phone.
Yeah.
Not paying any attention to me.
Yeah. Just telling her friends about you and suppositories.
Yeah. Well, she has no idea.
Oh, okay.
She has no idea. So the lady walks to the back. She's all, that'll be $10. I'm like, oh yeah,
Fuck,
insurance.
dude.
Yeah,
We're
thank
cute.
God for company too,
Yeah.
right? So $10. And when they bring you your meds, they have it in a bag, right?
Yeah.
They give you this bag or whatever, and suppositories. I don't know what I'm getting into, right?
They're torpedo-looking fucking like bullets.
I've never had a suppository.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what I'm getting into.
My great grandma used to do them all the time. He's like, turn up. She had like half of her body was paralyzed, but she would walk and do whatever. But she'll be like, turn around, I'm gonna put my suppository. I'm like, okay.
my God.
And I'll turn around and she fucking raw dog that shit, and she'll take it off and be like, yeah, dude, that was my fucking that's a child
You're chewing
memory.
on the Mentos. She's all, those are not Mentos, puppy.
That But they were like bullet-looking things. They were,
little bullet things.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So-
I don't know if they're changed, but yeah.
So, she turns around. She goes to where the rack of all of the meds are at, and she reaches down on the ground, and she pulls out this box. Have you guys ever got a dozen donuts from Smith's?
Yeah.
And they come in these large boxes,
hefty one,
right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
1, 2,
That's what the ones you're taking?
3, 4 dozen donut boxes.
What size are these fucking...
So here, and she looks at me and she's like, do you have any questions about the medication? I told her, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't sound fun, I know that, right? So this stack is a 1.5 feet tall by 24 inches long of these boxes. And she says, would you like me to put that in a bag for you? And I'm reading the label that's about this big. It's all for anal use only. Suppositories, right? I thought,
You're like, no, let me tell everybody what I'm about to do when I get home.
right? I'm like, no, if you could put that in a bag for me, that'd be
In a garbage
nice.
bag, one of those black ones.
But here's the thing, grocery bag. You ever tried to stuff a big box in there?
Donuts? A big bag of donuts.
Yeah,
and
you can take one hand, you can take 2 of them, right? But you can't take all 4,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like waving my wife, get the fuck over here with the cart. She's in La La Land on
Yeah.
her fucking phone.
Probably
So
listening to the other side of the Beehive.
I grab these fucking bags full of suppositories and I take them in and I set them in the cart and I'm like, well, there you go. It's time to get the fuck out of here. So if she's wheeling the cart, I'm like sitting way the fuck back, letting her go way up ahead because all I can see is for anal use only on those fucking bags. I'm like, go to self-checkout right now and do the rest of the shit that we have so we can get the fuck out of here, right? I get them home. They're douche bottles.
You just
They're
gotta,
douche bottles
just gotta squeeze it
with a
in there.
nozzle. You take the cap off, pre-lubricated. Shout out to fucking Pfizer or whoever it is. Pre-lubricated, right? And you squeeze it, but it doesn't let any air back in. So it squeezes, but it doesn't let it back out. So it's all shake well, shake the fucking bottle, put it up the rump, and squeeze it. Here's where I made the mistake.
I put it in my mouth.
In my nose. I'm all,
I thought one of those that clears you all the
it
nostril.
just comes back out.
Anyway,
So you squeeze it and it doesn't come back out, but there's air at the top of it. So when you put it in and squeeze it, it forces quite a bit of air in there before it gets the juices in there. Now, my doctor told me, get it in there and leave it as long as you can. Whatever the medication is, just leave it as long as you can. If you can't hold it any longer, let it out. Obviously, sit on the toilet and let it out, right? So I put the first one in there and I could feel it going, and then the liquid catches and it starts putting liquid. If you don't have that shit to room temperature, it is colder. I can't even explain how cold it is in your butthole.
and you're a warm guy. You're
And I am a
you're
very
a boiling guy.
I'm a very warm guy.
yeah.
So once I got it in, I was like, oh, I have to rip ass now because of all that air that went in when I put it in.
Has to come out.
I can't hold it any longer. And to fart, the liquid's got to come
Yeah.
out. So I pulled up my pants and I thought, oh, this isn't going to happen. This is not going to happen, right? So I dropped the drawers and I douched in the toilet. I'll say the first one didn't go well.
Yeah.
Now that I'm an expert at this,
I want to do it to you.
I lay on my back and put my legs up over my head
I was gonna ask you, do you do this?
to get the fucking bubbles on the top. Pump it in. I can't believe I'm fucking talking about this on the fucking
Oh no,
podcast.
and we want photos too.
Popping it in, pulling it out, and then throwing it away.
You just shake it so it goes down.
Dance a little bit, and then when I stand up, you can feel it fucking, oh. But yeah, fuck.
Isn't it weird like how in order for like medicine to kick in sooner rectally? Isn't that weird?
Well, people drink that way all the time
Yeah, like beer and
because it
shit.
gets you more fucked up when you do it rectally.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, mine with what I have going on, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Now, I got a couple questions. Do you do this in the privacy of yourself, or you just don't give a shit?
Well, so the first few, I was like, well, I'm going to do this in the bathroom, lock the door so nobody walks in, right? But last night I was like, I asked the wife, I'm like, so you want to do it to me? Thinking maybe that'd turn her on, but she's like, are you kidding me? Who the fuck gets turned on from that?
I don't even say your name in bed,
Other
motherfucker.
than you weird son of a bitch.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and so one of those cases
Yeah.
carries 7 bottles.
Wait, so this is liquid you're shoving in there? So I thought suppositories was like if cream was frozen.
In a gel cap?
Yeah.
That's one way to take it.
Really?
I'm douching my butthole.
So now you're a fucking A1.
Oh, dude, I'm like, I could fart and it's summer breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel good.
yes.
I've never been cleaner. Fuck, I fuck.
Oh, your whistle's gotta be on
my whistle is
point, dude.
on point,
Ready
dude.
to be eaten.
I can lick stamps with that motherfucker. Oh shit!
So speaking of shitty fluids, our
yeah.
100 episodes coming up.
Oh fuck! I can't believe I even said that on the podcast, but it was
fucking-
too funny to not fucking to be in that predicament. And all of you guys that are listening to that, imagine laying down with your legs up on the fucking counter of the sink, shoving a bottle in your butthole and thinking, I didn't think I'd be this at 40 years old. I didn't think I'd be right here.
Fuck, dude.
So what are you doing with them? I'm all, just putting them in the garbage can. There's kids in this bathroom. Like, well, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Dig
Yeah.
into it and play with them? I should probably throw them away now that I think about it. But the dog gets in there.
Start chewing, getting all this fucking... all the leftovers. All the
Yeah.
leftover raisins.
So
in
what I do now, I pull it out.
it. Yeah.
I set it on the counter, get in the tub or shower because it warms up the room. You know, get the fucking temperature up on it a little bit. It's not as bad, but yeah. You want to talk about degrading?
Dude, even if it's on a different level, you're like an anal expert.
I am, but
Yeah.
it's even as small as they are. I'm tight. I'm a tight ass.
Really?
And I don't need to tell you guys that.
Yeah,
you
we
guys
know that.
know that.
Yeah, we already know.
I am a tight ass. You would think with as much shit that's been in my butt
Yeah.
over the last 10 years, I would be a pro at putting things in there. No.
Your butt like automatically goes. It's ready to take it.
You've seen those when girls are masturbating, they're all whoop, whoop,
The fucking thing just
waiting
comes
for
out.
it.
The rose, they call it.
Summer kisses.
Summer kisses makes me feel fine.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, before we leave, what are we going to do for our anniversary?
I don't know, dude.
It's not anniversary, 100 episode.
100, dude, 100.
yeah,
This
that's crazy.
podcast is on 100 episodes. You have done 100 episodes.
Yeah. I think we should probably post pics of how we started.
I think so.
And then,
you
put,
have any
put
of
it
those?
side by side. Yeah, there should be in our thing.
Yeah.
How we started and how
Make
it
a
is.
collage.
We started at the bottom, now we're here.
You should take a picture of a urinal, and I'll take a picture of a suppository.
I should go back to that fucking. I should go back to the mall and be like. But no, maybe. I mean, we'll have Dre. That'll be fun. We got some things.
We'll have all the colony interacting, hopefully, on the chat.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. You guys need
again-
to connect with us.
So
we got
February 2nd,
January.
7 p.m.
January.
Yeah, excuse me,
2nd.
you're right. January 2nd.
People are like, oh, we got time.
I'll set my calendar.
7
But,
p.m.
7 p.m. 100 episode.
Yeah.
Join us if you would. If you have any questions or anything that you want to tell us, your favorite moment of the podcast, that's what I want to hear.
That's what I want to hear.
Make sure you hit the subscribe,
which people are gonna be like,
notifications.
last week you guys were talking about some suppositories. That shit is gold. Do we decorate? Should we have some stuff here? Should we do some?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I'm working on something.
I was talking to the wife about this, and he's like, "Wait, hold on. Is this tomorrow's episode?" I'm like, "No, next week." And she goes, we got plenty of time."
Yeah.
Just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And make sure that notification bell's hit so you know when as soon as we go live.
Yeah.
You'll get the notification to your phone.
And we'll post about it. We'll post about it.
And join in. It'll be fun.
So,
dude, before we go, I want to give a shout out to Brian Hellbach.
the IGY 622 podcast.
Did you hear his last episode?
I did.
His last episode happened to be with one of my best friends. Now,
A gentleman that's been on this podcast.
Yeah. When I told you that I heard this, I listened to this episode and I cried. I'm not even kidding. It was like a few times I was like, because, and I was texting Hellbach, and Hellbach, I really appreciate your words, because I felt bad because I knew that he was a firefighter in the past, and I didn't put two and two together to where he could be going through some things.
Right.
So in all these years of knowing him, he's been my bro. You know, I've been to California with him on a bike, and we've gone up in the mountain with our ATVs and shit. So when I heard his story and then like what he's going through, I just went, I'm a shitty fucking friend. Like I was like, how shitty of a friend I've been, because I couldn't put that together. And then Brian Hellbach is like, look, man, I've been married for so long. My wife didn't know what I was going through. So
I think when we talk about guys that are having issues of, their career and first responders and military, we only think about those military guys that have been over. But again, we talked about it before. There's people here in the home front that battle that shit every fucking day that we forget about. Firefighters, paramedics, cops.
I just want to bring out his episode, and obviously this doesn't take away from the Jesus. I don't know what I did. Doesn't take away from
you watching on your phone.
It doesn't. It was a podcast. It doesn't take away from. It was episode 15. And it doesn't take away from the other stories, obviously. But obviously it just hit close to home because I've known this guy for it's my boy. And so, but I had a conversation with Brian. Brian's like, you know, there's no way you got to understand. Like, and even my friend being on the podcast is like, dude, my wife didn't know.
Right.
Like I told him 5 minutes before I left to come do this podcast. So
it's funny what therapy this does.
Yeah.
Even though we say it's just us bullshitting, the things that we've talked about, in our life, the people that we've met.
I mean, this helped Hellbach.
Right. It's funny how all this has come around and to tap into your family.
Yeah.
Say it or not. It's a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah. So, check it out. It's awesome. Just if you want to know, about
that was a great episode.
It was an awesome episode. And the fact that it was almost 2 hours, I was like, yes. Yeah. And luckily, we were basically cleaning up, so I got to hear the whole thing. Dude, I was at one point I was alone in my truck waiting for this other truck or whatever, and I was just like literally bawling, dude. I'm like, dude, I cannot believe. And once again, shout out to Brian. Brian's like, dude, there's no way. His wife didn't know. Why would you? Why should you know?
Right.
So, but yeah, it was awesome. IGY 622 is doing amazing things. Brian is growing by the second.
Yeah, we love it.
So shout out to him and everything he's doing. But yeah, dude, should we get out of here?
Let's get out of here.
Let's start planning on our next week's episode.
Yes.
So
do you want to do a callback to the Marilyn Manson thing? I got a little more information.
Yeah.
So
now that's how Jamie does shit. Hell yeah, Brian.
Marilyn Manson was supposed to open up for 9 Inch Nails. And Didi Corradini, the mayor at the time, said his stuff was too whatever.
Right.
And she wasn't going to allow it. So Trent Reznor brings him on stage. Marilyn Manson did not perform, but he said Trent Reznor came up on stage and he tore Book of Mormon, and he says, "Don't you let him," meaning God, "run your lives." And they've pretty much been banned ever since. So
No,
he
that's not
came back.
true.
well, no,
He's been
Marilyn
back.
Manson has been banned.
9 Inch Nails have been back too.
Yes. Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson got banned.
But he's back. He's been back too, right?
Yeah, they've both been back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
This was in
97?
94.
No, that
94.
old, huh?
Yeah, 10/18/94 at the Delta Center.
Yeah, I remember it was Trent Reznor.
1894.
Oh, it could have been. But I remember Trent Reznor is the one that ripped it up.
So he did it?
So he's the one that did it, but they banned, he's right, Marilyn Manson. Now that I'm remembering this, they wouldn't let him perform.
Maybe Marilyn Manson used to rip a Bible, and that's the image that I saw.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, Didi Cordini said.
Hey, listen,
too much.
they're not hurting if they get
Shout-
banned from here.
9 Inch Nails just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude. Like the original wasn't broken. It was
didn't
the
the sing-
Pretty Hate Machine.
Didn't the original singer die? Or am I confusing these things?
9 Inch
9
Nails.
Inch Nails?
Trent Reznor's been the only standing
Who is
member
the
of 9
singer?
Inch Nails.
We keep saying we're gonna leave it. We're not. Who's the singer that hung himself with the seatbelt?
That was the guy from Ennis.
In excess.
NXS, yeah.
NXS.
Yeah.
We don't know your shit.
Asphyxiate. He was beaten off
Yeah.
when he hung himself, yeah.
What a way to go! Let me write down on my phone. Is everything done, fellas? Anything else we gotta bring out? Any other horrible experience you want to make a part of the podcast?
I will. I'll take a picture of the suppository and send it on the next episode.
You should do that when you jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
Before we go,
69? No, I'm going suppository. All right, man. I'm good.
I don't need you behind me. I'll do it. Before we go, let's give a shout out to our sponsors from scratch. 62 East Gallivan Avenue in Salt Lake City. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. And also
Soda Bean. Great food, best drinks,
Better
and
drinks.
the best, better drinks, and the best people.
now in, where is it?
2273 West, 7800 South, and West Jordan.
Go get your bobas from those
Yeah.
guys. Those guys take care of us. Therefore, you should take care of them. And this is how this works. Anyway, anything else, fellas?
I'm good.
Okay.
Until next time for our 100th episode, take care of yourselves out there. And we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.